Welcome to Netrush Report, your home for tennis drama, rivalries, and raw emotion on and off the court. If you live for shocking twists, explosive battles, and bold commentary, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss a moment. Carlos Alcaraz walked into San Francisco for the 2025 Laver Cup, not just as a two-time French Open champion and freshly crowned US Open winner, but also with a noticeably shorter, sharper haircut. Fans immediately took to social media. Some loved it, calling it bold, modern, and stylish. Others weren't sure, joking that Alcaraz looked like he was auditioning for a boy band instead of leading Team Europe. But then came Alexander Zverev, sitting courtside during a light practice session with Team Europe. Cameras picked up his reaction as he turned toward Alcaraz, grinned, and quipped, "Girls will say most beautiful." The line wasn't just funny. It was perfectly timed. A reminder that even in a high-pressure event like the Laver Cup, Zverev still finds space for levity. His words set the tone for a week where the players of Team Europe weren't just teammates. They were brothers in arms, with jokes, banter, and yes, even fashion critiques. What makes this Laver Cup special is the leadership of Yannick Noah, a former French Open champion known for his charisma and unconventional coaching style. Unlike the stoic presence of Bjorn Borg in previous editions, Noah has injected energy, music, and laughter into the European locker room. This lighthearted culture gave Zverev and Alcaraz the freedom to tease one another without the weight of formality. With teammates like Casper Ruud, Flavio Kobali, and Jakub Mensik in the mix, there's a blend of experience and youth, all adding to the team chemistry. And it's that chemistry that matters. Because while fans love the laughs, the Laver Cup is still a brutal battleground. Team Europe was down 3-9 after 2 days, needing nothing short of a miracle on day 3. Alexander Zverev, often seen as serious and reserved, has been surprising fans with moments of humor recently. Perhaps it's the weight off his shoulders after surviving injuries and personal battles. Perhaps it's maturity, a recognition that careers are short, and the moments of levity matter just as much as the victories. Yet make no mistake, when it's time to compete, Zverev switches gears. His match against Taylor Fritz on day 3 of the Laver Cup was not just a match. It was a chance to keep Team Europe alive. As he laughed at Alcaraz's haircut earlier in the week, fans knew that when the lights hit, Zverev would transform from joker to warrior. For Carlos Alcaraz, this haircut wasn't just style. It symbolized transformation. He had just defended his French Open crown against Jannik Sinner in one of the greatest matches of the decade, saving multiple match points and clawing through 5 sets of breathtaking tennis. He followed it up by conquering New York again at the US Open. Arriving at the Laver Cup, his haircut was a subtle but powerful statement. A new season, a refreshed identity, and a readiness to lead Team Europe into battle. When Zverev teased him, Alcaraz didn't take offense. He laughed, nodded, and moved on, showing a maturity that fans have come to admire. Zverev and Alcaraz may be rivals on tour, but at the Laver Cup, they share a bond. There's a generational bridge between them. Zverev, now in his late 20s, knows the grind of being Europe's hope, while Alcaraz, still in his early 20s, is embracing that spotlight for the first time. Their banter over the haircut highlighted something bigger. Tennis is no longer just about strokes and strategies. It's about personality, relatability, and the ability to connect with fans in ways beyond the baseline. Day 3 was set up like a movie script. Team Europe was down 3-9. They needed a near-perfect sweep to have a chance. Alcaraz and Ruud versus Opelka and Mickelson doubles. A brutal test against 2 big servers. Alcaraz versus Cerundolo singles. A matchup he leads 3-0, with confidence from Monte Carlo. Zverev versus Fritz, final match. The decider. If Team Europe could push the cup that far, Zverev would carry the weight. The haircut banter suddenly seemed symbolic. The playful energy wasn't a distraction, it was fuel. A reminder that pressure can be faced with a smile, and that even in uphill battles, laughter bonds a team. Fans flooded Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok with clips of Zverev's comment. Memes were born instantly. Side-by-side edits of Alcaraz's haircut with Zverev's cheeky line. Fans joking, "Forget the forehand, it's the haircut winning Grand Slams." Some even asking, when is Zverev opening his salon? The viral moment wasn't just about tennis. It was about culture, the blending of sport, personality, and humor in an era where players are more than just athletes. When the final ball of the Laver Cup was struck, the scorelines would fade. What remains is the human side of tennis. A German teasing a Spaniard, a team finding laughter in struggle, and fans remembering that beyond rivalries and rankings, these are young men chasing history while staying grounded with jokes and friendships. Zverev's line will go down as one of those timeless clips, not because it changed the result of the Laver Cup, but because it reminded the world, sport is as much about smiles as it is about sweat. From the ferocious five-set battles of Roland Garros to the playful jabs about haircuts in San Francisco, Alexander Zverev and Carlos Alcaraz prove that tennis is more than a game. It's a story. A story of competition, of friendship, of pressure, and of humor. So the next time you see Alcaraz step on court, don't just look at the forehand. Look at the haircut. And remember Zverev's words. Girls will say most beautiful. This is Netrush Report, where the drama never ends. Subscribe, drop a like, and join the conversation in the comments. Whose haircut would you rate higher, Alcaraz or Zverev? Until next time, keep your eyes on the court, your heart in the story, and your mind on the drama.